Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. It's Dominique Rose here. So today's video is basically going to be this kind of fun, kind of bold eye St. Patrick's Day look that I created. So I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's get into the video. Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm starting off with one of my eyes already done off camera just so I can get an idea of how I want to go about this. So now I'm just going in with my white concealer, applying that to my eyelid, blending it out, and I don't put too much because you don't want it to get too cakey and then it starts to crease up on you when you're applying your eyeshadow. After that, I just set it with some powder and wiped it away. Now I'm going in with my green eyeshadow. This is from my Huda Beauty palette. I believe this is the darkest shade that's in the palette, and I'm just roughly creating that clover shape, and I'm kind of patting it in. I'm not really like just putting it in. I'm dabbing it onto my eye into the shape. And the reason why I'm doing this is because eyeshadow is just powder, and when you're applying the powder for a design, you just want to hold it in place by patting it in. So now I'm going in with my white concealer, and I'm taking a really fine brush, and I'm going to just start outlining my shape. And don't worry about it being, if it's not coming out perfect, don't worry about it because we are going to go over this a couple times. This is going to be a bit of a longer process. This look actually took me like several hours just to do the eyes, but it was a lot of fun, and I'm so glad that I can share this with you guys. But as you guys know, any type of creative look that you do is definitely going to take longer than your average 15, 25, 30 minutes, or however long it takes you to do your like regular makeup or beat that you would do. So now I'm going in with this neon green. It's actually a cream, and I just wet my brush a little bit, mixed it with some water, and I'm going to go over that green clover shape again with that. And this is really going to like make the shadow pop more and hold it into place. So now I'm going in with that green eyeshadow again, and I'm putting that on top of that to really make it stand out more. Not only that, when you're working with the cream, it's going to help you have more control of your shape, which is really great. So now I'm going back, outlining this again. Honestly, I kind of created extra for myself because I should have just started off with the cream and then went in with the eyeshadow. But I did the eyeshadow first because, like I said, like I'm still testing this out, and I tried to do it a different way on this eye to see if it would come out faster or different, but I actually just created more work for myself. But that's okay. Now I'm outlining it again just to define that shape for sure because it was getting a little wonky after all those steps. But outlining it again in the white concealer is going to be really beneficial for your next step, because after this I'm going to apply my yellow eyeshadow on top of that white concealer. So this is really going to make that white stand out. After this, I'm going to take this yellow eyeshadow that I have, and I'm going to start applying that where the white is at, so I can start to have like that neon yellow like highlight. And again, I'm applying this the same way I applied the green. I'm just patting this on top. And I was being extra, and I just wanted to make sure my shape was really perfect. So I went over this afterwards with my green shadow one more time and just patted that in. You'll see me go to the other eye. I'm just patting a little bit more yellow in on that eye as well. And now after this, I'm going in with the green shadow again, and I'm applying that like kind of outside of the yellow outline. And this is what I'll just do for the rest of the tutorial. I'll go in with the green shadow, and then I'll go in with the yellow shadow and just kind of like drag the shape outward each layer, rotating the color. So as you guys can see, I'm applying the eyeshadow glitter to my eyes where the Clover is at. I'm just going to do that first inside Clover, that first one that we did, and I'm going to apply some glitter on top of that. So the glitter that I have is actually yellow. I could not find my green one at the moment, so I went in with the yellow one, and then after that I'm going to take my green eyeshadow and put that over top of the yellow to change the color from yellow to green. So now I'm just going to go back to this eye that I already started, and I'm going to just finish the steps that I did on the other eye onto this eye. So I'm adding my glitter glue, then I'm going to go in and apply the yellow glitter, and after that I'm going to go in on top with the green eyeshadow. So yeah, I'm just going to be rotating eyes, but I'm doing the same steps to both. And I actually cannot stop moving this palette all over the screen. And I'm being so annoying about it because I did not realize that I'm blocking the camera. But again, like I said, it's going to just be the same steps on each eye. And it's mostly this eye that's covered at times, mostly towards the end of the video. But you guys will still see all the steps clear on the other eye. So yeah, now that the Clover is completely finished, you guys will just see me rotating the colors from green to yellow and kind of dragging that shape outward. So I had finished going in with those two eyeshadow colors, and I had just decided that, you know, it wasn't really popping how I wanted it to pop. So I went in with my neon yellow cream that I have, the same thing that I did in green, like how I had the green cream, I'm using the yellow one now. And I'm just going to outline all the parts that were yellow in this neon yellow for the eyes. So I'm just rotating between each of those colors, like where I put the yellow eyeshadow, I'm placing this neon yellow on top, and I'm just going over that shape. This is really going to make that yellow really pop and stand out, and it's going to help the green to pop more. And as I'm doing this, I'm making sure that I'm applying a super thin layer so that this doesn't crease up on your eyes. I know I can't stand when my eyeshadow creases, and I'm pretty sure you guys can't stand when yours creases either. So yeah, just take your time and just make sure your coat is not too thick. And I texted my boyfriend, I told him I was hungry, and he came upstairs to see what I wanted to eat. So that was me talking to him, so just ignore that. And of course, I did not know what I wanted to eat, but me and baby was hungry, so we had to eat. I had not ate in like a while. You guys, I had like a really bad like stomach virus. I was so sick. I could not eat anything. And it's just crazy because I went this whole time without being sick my whole pregnancy, and literally up until this point I hadn't been sick at all. So my doctor just recommended I got on like the brat diet, which is bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. But honestly, I did not have appetite for any of those things, so I just ate like a bunch of random things here and there that I would just crave, and I wasn't really eating like full complete meals like because of my appetite. I knew I had like pasta, but it was like plain pasta with like nothing on it. Yeah, pretty basic stuff. So now you guys will just see me patting in that green eyeshadow to both eyes. And I'm just doing this again so I can go over the original green and really make that green a little bit more vibrant after going over it with yellow. And I might rotate back and forth between these a couple times, so you'll see me doing that. But we are pretty much done. I'm just adding these last few finishing lines, and we are complete with our eyeshadow. Ta-da! Look at my smile. And now we are moving on to our foundation and doing all the rest of that good stuff. And oh my gosh, thank goodness my food. First real meal, be right back. If you guys see me chewing, just ignore that because I was just trying to hurry up and finish the tutorial. Had a few bites in my mouth at the time. But I just took a break and I went to go eat, and then I came back to finish the tutorial. I just wanted to set my powder first real quick. I'm just eating basic food still though. So now I'm just going with my lashes, and I didn't want to do too much of a thick eyeliner because I didn't want it to take away from my eyeshadow. So I skipped doing a wing eyeliner for today for this look. And now I'm going in under my eye and I'm applying some green eyeshadow. And then I'm going to go in with the same yellow eyeshadow that I used before. And I'm going to apply that under my eye as well. For my lips, I really wanted a dark like emerald green. So I started off lining it in like a dark brown, but then I was like, you know, this is not giving what I wanted. So I'm going to go in with a black liner that I have, and I'm going to trace over that to make it darker. And for the lips, I kind of mixed a couple different colors together to achieve this look. And I'm actually using one of the greens from the eyeshadow palette again for the majority of the lip color. As you guys can see, I just applied a little moisturizer to my lips before going in with this because eyeshadows are like, they don't really have any moisture to them, so you're not gonna be able to just blend out a dry eyeshadow, so you have to use some type of moisturizer before applying it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to thumbs it up, share it with a friend, comment down below, and hit the bell. Thank you guys. I appreciate all the support.